So we've got some updates and some changes for you, and this information is just pouring in right now, so we're kind of going through some of this together. First of all, it's still a tropical depression, but our winds have picked up just a little bit with maximum sustained winds now 35 miles per hour as opposed to 30 miles per hour. The center of the circulation now right there, smack dab over central Cuba, and a lot of the reason for that intensification is this recent blow up of thunderstorms, especially on the south side of the center, and we are seeing some more signs of organization as a result of that. Now, I want to mention there have been some changes to the hurricane watches, and storm surge warnings have been updated too. So hurricane watch now in effect for the Florida coast west of the Osceola River to Indian Pass. So that's been extended, I think, a little farther to the north. Some of the storm surge watches have now been upgraded to storm surge warnings. So we're working on getting that out depicted graphically so you can get a visual on that. But I just want to get that information out right away as that became available. Now, we also have an updated track, and that hasn't changed a little or hasn't changed very much. But the one thing I did notice is right in here. So we've been talking about this big bulb or the big circle where the slowdown down the line is expected to happen. They have kind of brought that to occur a little bit sooner after making landfall. So if that lingers a little bit longer down here as opposed to up here, that could be an interesting development. And instead of just Georgia and the Carolinas more in the flood risk, that could put more of North Florida into play. So our greatest amount of confidence remains in the 24 to 48 hour time period. And that's right when we're expecting this to intensify and reach landfall. So here you can see the forecast conditions. Likely to become a tropical storm later today or tonight. Most likely, maybe this evening, it could happen. By tomorrow evening, this is going to be just to the west of Tampa, maybe a little stronger at 60 mile per hour, and then landfall perhaps overnight Sunday into Monday morning. Official forecast still keeps it a tropical storm at 70 miles per hour, but with the hurricane watches in effect, that tells me that the National Hurricane Center is thinking what we're thinking, and we certainly couldn't rule out a Category 1 hurricane at this point. So all the impacts are going to be coming in. That hasn't changed. We will have wind impacts, and the model's showing that maybe a Category 1. A few of the models are doing that, but there's not a lot of difference between a strong tropical storm and a Cat 1. There's that big blow up of thunderstorms on the south side of that circulation, and that circulation is somewhere right in here. It's actually very close to Havana, but look at the bands already working their way in South Florida and into the Keys. That will become a little bit more prevalent throughout today. So, Jordan, those winds are going to gust, especially with the storms, and a few tropical tornadoes are going to be possible. I think those chances will increase just a little bit.